Japanese art. Presentation of agenda. Number 1. About Japanese art. Number 2. Characteristics. Number 3. Indonesian arts and crafts. Japanese art. Japanese original art forms are among the best known in Indonesia and in the whole archipelago. The famous Javanese wayang puppetry culture was influenced by Hindu and Buddhist traditions. What are the characteristics of Japanese? Japanese cultures value harmony and social orderly highly and upholds direct conflicts and disagreements. These Japanese values are often promoted through Japanese cultural expressions such as Japanese dance, gamelan, wayang, and batik. Upon of reading, said here all of his art form which is include harmony and social order, for example, the batik, Japanese dance that can perform of many people. What are three different styles of art which is include is known for? Notable Indonesian performing arts include ritual dances, dance drama that retelling the ancient epics, legends, and stories. Also wayang, traditional puppet show. These three different styles. First picture represent the dance of Saman or the dance of thousand hands. It's one of the most popular dances in Indonesia. Its origin from the Gayo ethnic group. From Gayo Luz, Aceh province, Indonesians, and is normally performed to celebrate the important occasions. Second picture, which is the Indonesian theater, is a type of art in the form of drama performance that are staged with a distinct Indonesian nuance or background. In general, theater is an art that emphasizes the performing arts that are displayed in the front of large crowd. And for the last picture, which is the puppet wayang puppets, have been used for centuries in Indonesia to tell the stories of Asian epics, the Ramayana and the Wayang Kulit Mahabharata, as well as the Asian myths. The most popular form of art in Indonesia, the carving and painting. First picture, Nawang Baru, Burt, Kalimantan, Indonesia. Or the carving, at the head of column in the community hall of Nawang Baru, a Kenya village in the North Kalimantan, Indonesia. Second picture, the traditional Balinese painting depicting cockfighting by a Ketut Ginarsa. Indonesian arts and crafts. Let's start from the symbolism. The war between good and evil. Asian stories of love and warfare. Nature and heavens all have special meaning to Indonesians. Throughout the archipelago, the gods and demons, nights about the Balinese carving, and in other areas whether Hindu influence predominated at the same point in history. Indonesian art form are the rich symbolism. The mythical naga or the dragon, Namoli pendant, symbol of fertility from Sumba, the tree of life, the mythological beast, Garuda, also a national symbol found on the Pangka Sila Garuda curving symbol. Also have special meanings in Indonesian traditions, myth, and beliefs. Exploring the origin of this design and what they mean is fascinating. Textile. Indonesian textile include hand-drawn and stamped batik, the design of which takes a month to create. Double weave ang ikat from the island of Nusa Tenggara. Sheep cloth from Lampung. Silk bugis sarong from the Sulawesi. Gold-painted Balinese Prada fabric. Shimmering kanin songkek from the Pelambang, utilizing silver and gold metallic threads webbed in woven cloth, cotton, or silk. Ikat and tapis weaving from the Lampung. Weaving from 27 provinces utilize different materials, methods, color, and designs. Primarily formed on backlooms, weeks or months are spent creating interest designs from everyday use or ceremonial wear. These weavings are primarily known by the different techniques that are used to create the distinct designs. Wayang puppets. Puppets have been used for centuries in Indonesia to tell the stories of ancient epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, as well as ancient myths. Wayang puppets. Puppets fall into the two major classifications. Wayang kulit, the leader of the shadow, puppet of Central Java, and wayang golek, the wooden puppets of West Java. There are the several varieties of wooden puppets. Some experts enjoy the collecting the same character by various artisans, or the character in the scene of our story, or just a character that strike their fancy. Good guys, bad guys. gods, demons, nobles, giants, clown, princes and princesses, and monkeys all can be found in the traditional puppet forms. Traditional toys and games. The Kong clock or Dakon board game was brought to Indonesia by Indian or Arab traders centuries ago. Made from plastic or wood, highly curved by cold artisans, this game has been played in Indonesia for centuries. Traditional toys can be found throughout the archipelago and forays into their provinces, while undoubtedly turned up many simple toys made by villagers for their children. This can be purchased at local pasar, roadside stands, or near popular tourist destinations. This is the same of our childhood game, which is the songkak from the Filipino. Songka. Songka. Ceramics modern reproductions of antique, unique, unbound. So take the time to learn the difference between a genuine, antique, and a modern reproduction. Ceramics of Indonesian or Javanese art. Ceramics made their way to Indonesia over centuries of trade, with China dating back to 205 BC. Ceramics items range from the everyday common vessels and plates to fine ceramic pieces that become heirlooms passed down from blue ceramic vast generation to generation. Natural fibers are materials. Bamboo, while exotic in the West, is one of the most practical natural plants. No, Indonesian natural fiber product numerous and Indonesian utilize bamboo extensively for a variety of items including baskets, windows, cups, pockets, furniture, and wooden walls in the traditional homes. The pine strands used for the pans, purses, bags, hats, basket, and other items. Larger, thick strips are used for flower, baskets, wall, and other items. While bamboo was originally used for practical items around the house, this has been further developed into new items which is sell with as souvenir. Shells are used by Indonesian artisans to create a widely variety of useful items with chimes and jewelry. Antique furniture. Beautiful Dutch colonial and other antique furniture from the 18th and 19th centuries is popular with expats including Balinese, opium beds, rice storage units, old cupboards, Japanese curved wall panels, door and unique tables. Jewelry, one of the richest art forms in Indonesia, reflects the Indonesian woman's desire to ornament her traditional dress, which would not her complete without various items of traditional jewelry. As we can see in this picture, they use the materials of gold, copper, silver, and other metallic substances. Wood carvings, different areas developed by different traditions, so that many items are immediately identifiable as being created by particular ethnic groups. Even among wooden carvings from a particular province, difference in design style and subject matter are easily evidenced after some studies. Ariances tribes such as the Asmat, Dani, and Komoro have very distinctive styles of carvings of totem poles, weapons, figures, and utensils. It's usually stored in a special glass cabinet. It installs in a straw past the cabinet will quickly acquaint with exotic fragments of the special wood. Stone carvings. Volcanic rock are curved to create statues depicting characters from ancient Indonesian myths and epics. Stone carving from the Indonesian or Javanese art. Prior to discovery of steel by any culture, all stone carving was carried out by using an abrasion technique, following rough hewing of the stone block using hammers. The reason for this is that bronze, the hardest available metal until steel, is not hard enough to work any but the softest stone. Paintings as an art form was really developed in the 19th and 20th century and includes batik paintings, the highly stylish paintings of Bali, which depict village and traditional life as well as modern oil and acrylics. Musical instruments, along with the other arts from the developed in great diversity across the archipelago. Cultural diversity also lead to development of the different musical tradition, those different instruments. This instrument from the picture is Javanese gamelan. It's generally used to accompany dances, dance drama, theater, puppets, rituals, events, and festivals. Calligraphy. While non-Islamic art forms abound due to the rich Buddhist Hindu traditions dating back for the centuries, Islamic calligraphy has developed in various art forms as well. Calligraphy art was convenient by the Chinese as a technique, allowing the acquisition of certain virtues and the mastery of his art as proof of eminent qualities. Calligraphy art was convenient by Chinese. Weapons. The Asian carries is a favorite of spots, as well as bone pipes from the Kalimantan, swords and daggers. Bows and arrows and spears from Papua are also popular. The word cherries is said to be derived from an ancient Javanese language that is mischievous. U from that means waist belts. This refers to the figure of the waistland in the head of the carries in the early stage. The carry is used for the self-defense as royal instruments. Batik copper stamps used in the cap production of batik. These copper stamps are collected by spots. Batik scalp is a technique with which batik motifs are created using copper stamps. In the process, motifs are curved onto 20 by 20 centimeter copper plates are used to stamp liquid wax on the fabrics. That's all for Javanese art. Thank you for listening.